Hello you wonderful people, this is Mike from The Cool Factor and today I have another review for ya. This is the Star Wars set, yes, you guessed it, Resistance Y-Wing from the 2019 wave of the Rise of the Skywalker, set number 75249 with 5 minifigures and a pretty hefty price tag of $70. So we're gonna answer some questions to see if this guy is worth it. Before we do so, I want you guys to check out the links below for my social media, follow me there so you don't miss anything I have to say. Sometimes things are super nice, sometimes I just blabber, whatever. Just follow and check out my Patreon if you want to support me in any capacity. Alright, let's check out the Resistance Y-Wing. First of all, the minifigures, well, not the most exciting pack here, but we do actually get two exclusives in the teal colored Turquoise Droid and also Poe Dameron in his new outfit. Poe Dameron is my favorite minifigure in this set. He's an exclusive version of himself, comes with a tan pants with a printing of his utility belt and holster all around, plus the white jacket with a scarf, and I think that's how he looks like in the beginnings of the Rise of the Skywalker movie. There's also a pouch, a silver pistol, two face expressions and a pretty matching hair mold that I think we've seen before, but that print over the entire body of Poe is quite nice, quite accurate, and one of the most unique versions of Poe we've had so far. The second exclusive is the turquoise or teal color droid, and I keep forgetting his name. It was told to me on the live stream and I forgot it again, so you can, shine in the comment section right now and just fix that mistake from me. But here's our turquoise Astromech Droid. He has the print of the R2-D2 on the torso with just contrasting colors of silver and white, and the head comes from the R5-D4 I think version with the flatter mold, and overall looks good in that color, never before seen. Here you can see the back of the droid and just a single print on the head, and I think just the color itself is very unique to this guy. Zorii Bliss, this is not the first set she came out, it's basically, spoiler alert, Poe's kind of a girlfriend in the movie, but she doesn't have a face or a head print because I guess they wanted to keep this character a secret before the movie came out. She comes with a great print. You can also get her in a very cheap microfighter set, so this is not the cheapest way to get her. She comes with two gunslinger guns, basically classic molds from the old days, as I would say, and the print all over the place is excellent, with the dark red being the major color in this minifigure. The helmet deserves itself a praise because it's a special mold, first time appearing in this minifigure, with a dark visor, so excellent contrast here with the shiny gold a bit, and overall this minifigure is quite unique and was very welcome in the Star Wars minifigure lineup. And interestingly enough, the Snowtrooper, the First Order Snowtrooper, is considered exclusive in this set. I don't think there's a printing updated, but he comes with a cape, a white cape, and I really love those new helmets introduced for the first time in the First Order lineup of Lego. Still awesome, and yeah, he comes with a classic Stormtrooper face, the angry Stormtrooper we've seen before 100 of times. The printing is good, the cape is a great addition, and he comes with his blaster and the DO droid. As you can see, this is the new mold introduced in the Rise of the Skywalker line, for the first time appearing as this droid appeared for the first time on the screen, and he only comes in this set and in the Millennium Falcon from the very same wave. So kind of a cheaper way to get him if you are looking for this special mold. I gotta say that for the playscale sets in Star Wars, the Y-Wing is always a stellar looking ship. It's, shelf performance, if you will, is always very strong. My benchmark is always the X-Wings usually. That 2018 X-Wing was simply an excellent looker for what it offered as a playset, but the Y-Wings are not that far behind. I like this Resistance version and I like the previous classic version about the same, because they are quite very similar sets. The sticker action pretty much only happens here in the front and on the engines, where you have some griblings and some marking for the red squadron of the Resistance Y-Wings. Other than that, there is no other stickers, but these that are here look pretty darn well. The printing is on the canopy, so that's the stellar element of the Y-Wings. You always have printed canopy pretty much, and it also looks pretty darn good. I gotta say, I also enjoy somewhat of the oversized cabin of the Y-Wing. It's flat and long, feels a bit longer and flatter than the previous iteration of the Y-Wing, and I like how they use the newer curves, the newer corner pieces, to just make it that much more sleek and smooth. You can see there's even some detailing just under those cannons with the cheese piece, one by one cheese element, to make it even more smoother, and some extra elements at the bottom going up to the front landing gear that make this just look pretty good. As I'm talking about the landing gear, of course we have it. It's just a simple operation here that just goes like this, and you have your flight mode, easy peasy. The turret present in the front of the ship is a bit different than your usual turret. It's not on a rotary piece, it's just basically a T-piece plugged into a jumper and just two lightsaber elements into the snapper pieces. So the movement is not that smooth. You can see it's a bit of a friction right there, which I like. I don't always like those fully rotary turrets. This one has a different build technique and I like it in that form. The pilot sits quite comfortably. I'm gonna try Zorii here because she has the biggest helmet, at least you can see that she actually fits. Maybe without the guns, but yeah, the cockpit is deep enough to hold her enlarged helmet. And in the rear there is the position for the Astromech positioned sideways, so that way he gets kind of like a good positioning there, and he's kind of like retracted inside, so there is no, it doesn't stick out too much. The bombing operation has its return from the previous Y-wing, so it's pretty much the same as it used to be, meaning that you can just grab the knob and drop 3 bombs using the, I call them the drone pieces inside. There's a mechanism that allows a slot for each of the bombs. The thing about it is that you won't be able to fit 3 bombs without the one. Oops, I just engaged the spring loader, so at least you can see where they are. Boom, there you go. Another weaponry of the set. But the thing about the bomb bay is that once you get all 3 in, the upper one will stick out just a bit, and if you try to hide it, the first one will drop. So be careful not to rotate that set, because you're gonna have easy time losing the upper bomb. If you just flip the set around, it's gonna just fall over. As you see, it sits on top of the entire gribbling area. The gribbling alone is detailed enough to just call it a compromise between having a lot of pieces against just a proper look with just a few used pieces. You can see some of the arms are used here, some of the gray lightsaber elements in 1x3 and 1x4 lengths, and nothing beyond that. But I think the usage here, or some ingots as well, it's pretty solid. I especially like those corner pieces, corner tiles to accent the shape of the ship. So nothing too crazy. It was quite of an easy build. I always kind of don't like building a lot of gribbling because it tends to get very boring sometimes, but this one was just enough to keep me enjoyed throughout the entire build. And the last part for every Y-wing, of course, are the thrusters. This one is using a bit of a different technique. Well, we always pretty much have the longer Technic axles to portray the engines, but I like how stellar they are. They are using a bunch of ratcheted joint pieces to get the shape right, and that way it doesn't feel very wobbly. You can even grab the set by the engines and nothing will break, which is not the case of many previous Y-wings. So I like this. And the rear area with the actual like thruster, I think the direction element, how do you call them? The nozzle of the thrusters is built in a bit of a newer fashion. I think these Y-wings from the Resistance are a bit upgraded, so this element looks a bit different, but that way it feels a bit more solid in a Lego set, and I like this fact. Plus, you know, the whole actual thruster nozzle area here is also built very well. Plus the stickers, plus the cylinders, it all kind of looks. The front looks a bit different than your classic Y-wing. You can see there is always this dome here, which is not the case in this set. This is more like of a rounded element, but I like the change, and I think it just like makes it a bit more different looking than your classic Rebellion Y-wing. Okay, I think that's gonna be it about this set. Is the pricing right? I'm not really sure. I think it's a bit too pricey. It's maybe $5 too much. At 70 and below 600 pieces, it offers great looks and it's a great update to the Y-wing, but still I think the Star Wars tax on this set is a tad too much. But well, for that conclusion, let's get back to your host, Mike. I think it's a pretty cool set, still. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. If you want to say something, comment section. If you want to subscribe, the button. If you want to click the bell button. It's all there. So check it out. Links are below for my Patreon and things like that if you want to support me. But just to sum up real quick up, I think that set at 70 is a bit too pricey. I've seen this on discounts right now as I'm recording this video in 2020. You can probably get it cheaper. So if you can get it like for like $55, $60, I think it's very much worth it. The minifigures are great. I like Poe especially, and that Turquoise Droid is also a great addition. And the Y-Wing is actually a playset and also a looker, so you can totally display it, I just dropped some bombs, on your display shelf, and it won't shame any other sets or anything like that. It's actually gonna look very good on display. Alright, thank you so much for watching. It was Mike, and I hope to see you in the next review, video, news, whatever I do. Subscribe and you'll know. Okay, bye! To bomb or not to bomb? That is the question. Hey guys, this is Y-Wing and welcome to Mike from the Cool Factor. Hey you wonderful people, this is English, difficult language, I know. Smile and wave. Did you click? Did you click? Well, you're watching, you must have clicked. You did click on it. Okay, cool, bye.